Hi everyone, and welcome to Stu and I's channel. Today I thought it would be fun to show you guys how I do my makeup. And I really had to think long and hard about this because that meant that you would have to see me before I apply my makeup. So here it is. I know it's scary. I do have several problem areas. Obviously, one, I'm really white. I don't sit out in the sun very much. Actually, I don't sit out in the sun, period. But I also have rosacea, so I have a lot of red spots on my skin, on my face, and I have some, they don't really show up too well in the video, but I also have some here on my forehead. And then I have really bad allergies. It seems like my allergies affect me all year round, so my eyes are always discolored, and many times they're even swollen or bagged underneath. So those are all things that I try to cover or at least camouflage when I'm doing my makeup. So I hope that you guys will enjoy seeing me apply my makeup and see the different things I do. I try to explain some of it as I go, but I don't know, I could forget because sometimes I get involved. So let's get started. Okay, so to start off, I want to tell you that the majority of the makeup that I use is from pharmacy makeup. It is really one of my favorite makeups, and there's several reasons why I like pharmacy, but they have a color correcting line that I find if I use that, I don't have to use so much color correcting colors on my face. So I tend to get that. So I'm starting off with a primer. This is VFX Pro Camera Ready Primer, and they have two different primers that I use. I prefer their other Camera Ready primer, but I had to order it because I ran out, so for now I'm using this one. I apply it with a pink brush that I have. It looks like this. That's how I apply my primer. And the primer should go all over the face, including my eyes. Now, just as a side note, if you've never seen a makeup artist doing makeup, I apply my makeup like makeup artists do. I've taken several classes, and I have a certificate, a makeup artist certificate, and I am constantly taking classes because trends change and I want to make sure I'm up with the trends. But I still use a rather standard type of makeup application. One of the things I like to shoot for is my makeup not to look caked on or fake. I always felt that makeup should look natural, so that's what I try to do. I put the primer on my eyelids if I don't happen to have an eye primer, and that's another thing I ran out of. So I am waiting for my eye primer to get here, so while I'm waiting, I put regular primer on my eyelids. I always want to do the chin and the neck. Okay. And you should always work with clean brushes too. Okay. So that is the primer. Then I go ahead and do my foundation. Again, I use a Pharmacy, and I know this shows up backwards on the screen, but I use a Pharmacy CC, and the Pharmacy CC is a color control foundation. And I use the light to medium, unless I'm doing like, well, there's certain looks, like if I'm doing a video and I'm trying to meet a character or create a character, I'll start with the lightest shade of makeup I can get. So I'll go with the color corrector, or the color control is usually just light. So I always put what I'm using on my hand. So I have the makeup on my hand. I have a feeling I put too much on there. And I always use a blending sponge. And one thing is, I try to spot it on my face where I'm going to want it, so that I don't accidentally put too much on. And as you can see, I really did put too much on my hand. You would think by now, after all these years, I would know. That's another thing I like about Pharmacy, though, is it has a really good coverage. Okay. So I use a tapping motion to spread, especially where the eyes are, because the skin around the eyes is very sensitive. Now I need to get rid of all the extra makeup I have on my hand. Okay, so I have my foundation on. The next step, if I'm going to do anything, it will be concealer. And yes, that is what I forgot. Concealer. And concealer, try not to do a lot. But the first thing I'm going to do is hit it on my eyelids. And do just under a little bit of a dark circle right there. And same with this side. You're going to get a blending brush, and I'm just going to blend that in. Basically, for the eyes, this gives your eyes like a clean slate to be able to put your eyeshadow on. It's a lot easier to do your makeup when your skin is like one color. Okay, this here, I will just blend it up a little bit, just a tad, to try to cover dark circle. You can also do color correcting when you're trying to hide dark circles. I'm going to brush like this, so can you see that? And this is from NYX. And this is what's called a color correcting palette. Your greens cover your reds. So if you're trying to hide something that's red, trying to see if I can find some red, that kind of looks like it could be red. So your greens cover your reds. You know that looks funny, but it will do its thing. The time comes to do its thing. And then your pinks and well, my preference is pinks. Your pinks tend to hide your circles. You can see I got a lot of red here. Okay, so if you're trying to hide dark circles, you would get another one, and I'm using is actually this one right here. And I'm just tapping the brush. See if you can see it. Just tapping the brush on both sides like that. Because this is not a powder, this is actually a cream. I'm just going to put it where you're trying to hide a dark circle. So if you have like dark spots, you can also use this for that. You don't really have any of those dark spots. Let's see. There was a little bitty one there, and see how it just covered it right up. So if you have a lot of dark spots on your skin, you can get a color corrector like this and just use the pink. You can also just buy the pink by itself. I always get the palette because if I'm doing someone else's makeup, I never know, you know, they might need it. Okay, so that's your color corrector. Okay. The next thing is to set all the makeup before going on to the rest of the eyes. And I use a light powder. This is get the word right for you. That would help if I could see what it said. Face perfecting. It's a face perfecting powder. Now this one does come with the little thing, so you can use that. You're just gonna, and you're gonna put it on the same way. It's gonna go here, your eye, and just pat it. And what that is going to do because it's a cream makeup, a cream color correct. It's just going to set it. And that's really the main purpose of powder, is to set liquid makeup, foundation, cream color correct, things like that. Okay, so the next step for me will be my eyes. Usually on eyes, it's a 3-color process. Could even be 4 if you're going to do a liner. I personally don't use eyeliner pencils unless I'm doing a character. So, let's see here. This is an eye brush. It's a little thicker. It's one of those, it's kind of like a blending brush. And this is the eye palette I use. It is also from Pharmacy. And I'm going to take the light color, which is this one. This one is light, but it's got a yellow to it, and I don't like the way that one looks on me. So I'm just using the light color. I'm going to tap it from both sides. Tap it to get any excess off, and then this is going to go all over the lid from the eye up to the brow. When you're doing makeup, you do this to see where you should stop. You shouldn't go on beyond that, because if you do, it can actually make your eyes look smaller. Okay. A lot of people have dark spots, and I bet they probably would say 90% of women have dark spots right in here. So I will put that right there just to kind of cover that a little. Now you should have pretty full coverage where your whole eyelid up to your brow is with that color. And I'm going to get another blending brush, but it's smaller. And I'm going to go ahead and do, you should have, you're going to go from light to medium to dark. Your crease and outer eye here should be your dark. Right in here is going to be your medium. So which one do I want to do? I think, actually, I think I'm going to go with a lavender today. Let me go get my lavender. This is a Glimmer Stick from Avon, and I really like doing these because they're really easy to put on. Just flip it out. And we'll put that on the lid. Just the eyelid, so you're not going to go up here. Just going to do your eyelid. Of course, I'm a purple girl. I love purple. So you'll see me a lot of times with my eyes purple. Just because I love it so much. Love, love, love purple. The way a lot of these work in the A1 Glimmer Stick is no different. You could put on it light, or you could do a couple layers and it's going to be darker. So you can just do it whatever you want, trying to get both sides to look the same. But it's not the end of the world if they're a little bit different, because contrary to popular belief, one eye is always different from the other eye naturally, so it's not a deal breaker if they're not the same, but try to get them as close as you can. Okay. Then I'm going to get the rose. I like to use a brush like this when I'm doing the crease. I'm going to use the rose, which is this one right here. And what you're looking for is the crease. So you're going to start right here. There's a crease between your eyeball and your eyebrow bone. And that's basically what you're doing, is you're just kind of doing that crease. If you want your eyes to look bigger, you can carry that out a little bit over here. Most people who do this to make their eyes look bigger use like brown and black. I don't really like to use brown and black, so I don't. But if you wanted your eyes to look bigger, you could do that. And I don't normally do this to my eyes, but I just wanted to show you what you would do if you wanted to make your eyes look bigger. But I don't ever want my eyes to look bigger. I'm happy with the size of my eyes. Now, if I'm trying to make myself into a doll or something, I might try to make my eye look bigger. But I don't want it to look bigger today, so yeah. Cut it off before it sets. So since I'm not, now I'm going to use one more brush, and that is a blending brush. When you get a blending brush, you just kind of, you want that to blend. You don't want it to look like you got harsh lines. So you're just going to go in there and blend. Like so. Now, trying to show you to make your eyes look bigger. Now I can't get it off. Okay. So when you get your makeup somewhere, your eyeshadow somewhere you don't want it to be, you're just going to go back to your light color. This one here. So I'm going to like repeat over my brow and here in my corner. Do the other side. In my corner. And if you want to hide any of that, you can use it. But my recommendation would be just use concealer if it really bothers you. Okay. So this is where we're at so far. We got lashes, blush, lips, powder, finishing spray. So I'm going to go ahead and do those next. So once I get to this point, I do like to put a little color under the eyes. Excuse me. That to be a very, very thin layer, unless I happen to be going for a certain look, which I'm really not at the moment. Next up is mascara. Mascara. I just called it mascara. This is from Pharmacy, and it's a Value mascara. I like to do light application, so not a real thick one. So I do it light and then I just do it a second time. And I tend to do my mascara slowly because I don't want it to get all over the makeup I already have on. Some people like to curl their lashes with that lash curler thingy. I'll be honest with you, I'm afraid of that. I know me. I'm afraid I'll just pull out all my eyelashes. So I don't use them. And I will go back. Put a second coat on. So don't put two thick coats on. If you're gonna do it thick, just put one. But the problem with doing thick coats, that's why it's better to put two light coats, because a thick coat can cause your eyebrows to stick together and get clumpy. And it's not real attractive looking. So that's why I do them in light coats. Try not to do that. Either wipe it off right away or leave it till it dries. You can just kind of flick it off. Mascara will flick off your skin when it dries on your skin. Okay, here we go. Now, not everyone does their bottom lashes. Kind of depends on the look that you're going for. If you are going to do your bottom lashes, which I do tend to do mine most of the time, you're gonna make sure you have very, very little on your mascara brush. And then I just go across like this and do them. And I do both with the same. Now we're saying dip it into the mascara again. I just kind of do them both. On the same one. And that's good. And it's getting warm in here. Okay. If you wear false eyelashes, this would be the time to put them on, because you still want to put mascara on before you put your false eyelashes on. That way it gives more fullness to your lashes. Okay, I am going to go with a pinkish blush, and I use a brush that looks like this. And Amy, you were wondering, I get these from pharmacy. I have the 6-piece pro set. Comes in a bag like this. And I really like these brushes. You're just gonna go like this with your blush. Tap it. And then you're gonna tap it on your face. So you're not gonna drag it, you're just gonna tap it. Tapping it ensures that you don't get too much where you don't want it. Okay? And I like to do my blush fairly light. So you can see I'm just kind of patting it. Going from here up to there. You can always add more if you don't have enough, but it's really hard to make it, if you put a lot on, it's hard to make it less without messing up all your makeup. I like to do a little dab on my nose and a little bit on my chin. Okay. The only thing left is lipstick. I forgot to do this, but usually at the beginning of my makeup, I use the lip plumper from pharmacy, and that's just so that it can saturate into my lips while I'm putting my makeup on. But I was so intent on explaining things to you, I forgot to do that. So if you're doing this at home or trying to help someone else, you want to put your lip plumper on right after you put your primer. So you put your primer on, put your plumper on, and then start working on your face. And then after that, I tend to like to stick with like pinks and creams, I mean like peaches, colors like that. Well, that's my clear brow gel. I just happen to like peaches and pinks better. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do. I think I'm just going to use my pink gloss today. This is called Holographic. I will then use a color correcting powder. I use B-Fit from Pharmacy. It's a color corrector with a brush, and mine has been through the mill. And then dip it in, tap it, and just put it all over my face. Now I know it seems like I've been doing this for a long time. As a matter of fact, this video is like 40 minutes. But I think that it's really because I'm explaining to you everything I'm doing. Because the most it's ever taken me to do my makeup when I wasn't trying to show someone else how was like 15 minutes, 20 minutes tops. And of course there's different looks of makeup. So I'll do different looks these next few weeks on my beauty channel. I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of characters. And of course that requires a different look. And so those take quite a bit longer to do. The character makeups take a lot longer to do. Okay, the one thing that I notice a lot of people forget is to do their lock. This is called Time Locker. And what it really is it can be called a fixer spray, it can be called a finishing spray, a setting spray. They're all basically the same thing. But all you're going to do is you're going to spray that over your face, and what that does is it just kind of sets everything so that it will last longer. So you close your eyes. Here we go, and we're done. We're done. And with me, because you know I wear glasses, so sometimes because I can't obviously wear glasses when I'm doing my makeup, especially my eyes. My glasses will kind of help let me know if I screw it up or not. So anyway, that's me and how I put my makeup on. Fortunately, the days that I stay home, if I'm not going anywhere and I'm not doing any videos, I don't do any makeup. I just leave everything, you know, I just let my skin breathe basically. So I don't wear makeup every day, but when I leave the house or I'm doing videos, I do put makeup on. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I know it was long. I mean, we're at like 42 minutes now. But maybe you learned something by watching my video. I don't know. But if you did, cool. Love you guys so much. Have a great day, okay? Bye-bye.